All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to our Urban Live practice. Uh, nice to be back. I feel like it's been a while, but it's only been one day. We just didn't do a class yesterday, filming and recording because the schedule was pretty full here at the studio. So our intention is to always put out a class every day. Once in a while, like yesterday, Nicole normally teaches on Wednesdays, but she is still in Costa Rica, but she'll be back soon. So it's nice to be back here with you all. I'm going to go ahead and start my watch. We'll go for an hour. Today is Thursday. We'll be doing an urban flow practice. And I do have a playlist, an old playlist that I'll be listening to if you'd like to join along. It's on my Spotify account, and it's Urban Flow Live from May 19th, 2020. And the first song is called Racing in Your Heart. So if you wanted to go out on Spotify, or you could listen to any music or no music at all. Allie, I know you're doing these classes, and I was just commenting on one of your posts. She does the live classes, but she has her own incredible playlist. So she posts, and then I hear this music, and I'm like, that's not my music, but it's always got such good energy and drive, and that's a layer. If you appreciate that layer to your vibe and to your movement and to your breath, go for it. Anything that feels good. And while we're here on the mat for the next hour, understanding that we will encounter moments that are uncomfortable, working through our body, even as you become more and more familiar with your practice. Okay, let's go ahead and start lying down onto your back today. Legs long, arms by your sides. And we've got some friends in the hot room today too. We've got the crew in the big room, and then we've got Simone and Paul in the private studio. So it's nice to have that energy and to share the practice. And it's really taught us that there's so much going on. Support, energy, whatever you want to call it, all the time, even when we can't see it, even when we're not standing right in front of each other. And I can certainly feel it here on my mat and being in the lobby when there's people practicing in the rooms. And so it's a beautiful day here in LA. And send you all a lot of sunshine. If it's not quite as nice weather-wise, when we send it all to you from here. And put it all into our breath, put it into our body. And start to take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And two more. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. And one more time. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. And bring your legs together. Take your arms over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Draw with your belly, bring your knees into your chest, hands to your shins. And light squeeze, feel your low back flat. And let's keep a hold of the right shin. Take your left leg out onto the mat. When relieving, tuck your elbows in around your sides. And take a deep breath into your nose. On your exhale, switch. Release your right leg. And bring your left knee in, hands onto your left shin. A nice way to wake you up. Feel into your hips. You'll notice, I'm sure you've noticed over the last year plus, and that we're always waking up the hips first. And of course, connecting to the breath, the hips being the gateway to the spine. Take an inhale. And exhale, release your left leg. Take your arms back up over your head. And already we could take deeper breaths. Feel the stretch. And bend your legs, roll over onto your right side. And make your way around into a child's pose with your knees mat width apart. And take your bum back to your heels, arms stretched out. And your belly slides in between your thighs, forehead down onto the mat. And you should be able to listen and hear the sound of your breathing Even if you're listening to music, you should be able to hear the sound of your breathing with your lips sealed, like constriction through the muscles in the back of your throat. And on your next inhale, rise up, come to a tabletop, all fours. And bring your knees in. So when you line the body, the knees underneath your hips, it's going to feel a little lighter and connecting through the joints. And your muscles wrap around to support and press into your hands. Tuck your 10 toes. And exhale, lift your hips and draw back into a downward facing dog. And feel as you lift your tail, pull your chest back into your spine. Firm into your hands, and you'll feel all the muscles in your arms and taking some weight out of your shoulders. And you lengthen one breath in through your nose, slow down the exhale through your nose. And bring your big toes together. Lift your heels up, feel your inner thighs, and keep lifting your tailbone high. You'll feel some of the gravity and the muscles in your outer hip flexors. Take an inhale. And exhale, gaze to your hands. And walk your feet all the way up to the top, please. And big toes together. Drop your chin in. And set the hands on the back of the head, the nape of the neck. And elbows around your ears. May feel nice to rock some weight into your toes. Rock some weight into your heels. And feeling breathing right into the center of your hamstrings today. And bring your hands back down onto the ground. And see if you can get your hands flat, chin to chest. And legs stay strong. If not, little bend to your knees. On your inhale, lift halfway. Draw your chest forward. And shoulders back and down. Exhale, take a bow, forward fold. Let's do it. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach up, stretch. Exhale, hands into your heart center, prayer position. Inhale, circle the arms over your head, reach up. Exhale, bow in, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Little lift to your tail, kick through your heels. You're going to feel your thighs more. Take an inhale. Listen, exhale, lower halfway down. Push back up, high plank. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And feel how that draws you into your legs. On your inhale, come forward, back into high plank. And now exhale, lower slowly for 5. Bend your arms. You can use your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Lay your chest down. Untuck your toes. Tops of your feet ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Lift your heart up. Exhale, soften your chest back down. Tuck your toes, kick through your heels, press up, plank. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. That's one round. Seal the lips as you draw the breath in through your nose and feel the access that you gain into the space in your chest, breathing through your belly. Okay, opening up from your waistband down. Connect to the ground. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, 2 steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Stretch the chest forward. Exhale, bow. Draw your belly in and up. Inhale, rise. Press the mat away. Circle the arms to reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach. Exhale, bow, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Little lift to your tail, kick through your heels, and you'll feel your thighs. All together, inhale. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway down. Push back up, high plank. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And feel the inner thighs, wrap the elbows in. And the shoulder blades, you'll feel them splay away from the center line of your body. Inhale, come forward, back to plank. Exhale, slowly lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chest down, untuck the toes. Tops of your feet ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Now add some weight into your hands. Shoulders down, elbows in. And lift your chest a little higher to cobra. Follow the exhale. Lower your chest back down. And tuck your toes. Kick through your heels. Press up, plank pose. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. That's round 2. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. And set your hands, draw with your legs. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, 2 steps to the top of your mat. Inhale to lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Let's explore the shoulders. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Plant your palms, step back into a high plank. And so your legs are set. When you're in plank, your shoulder is neutral. Okay, neither extended nor flexed. Okay, as you exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga, your shoulder is neutral. Tops of your feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Your shoulder is extended. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now your shoulders are flexed. Right? Flexion, think about it easier when you think about flexing your bicep. Right? You're flexing in the shoulder when your arms are over your head. Keep your left foot down. Inhale, right leg lifts up. And stay here for your exhale. And ground with your left leg. Take another inhale. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Big step, feel your lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale, soften your back knee down. Left hand stays, untuck your toes, reach your right arm up. And there's more space here in an asymmetrical twist. This just means one leg is forward, one leg is back. I've got more room and to move, so keep your tailbone down, draw your heart up, and feel the upper back drawing you into the twist. Breathe in. Exhale, gaze and right hand down. Tuck your back toes under, lift the knee. Slide the chin forward, straighten your front leg. And soften the chin just a little bit. Take any kinks out of the neck. Inhale. And belly in, back heel high as you exhale. Take a little bow, forward fold. And bend your front leg and draw your chest forward. Set your hands, kick your right leg back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back, 3-legged dog. And right knee to your left elbow. Kick back, 3-legged dog. And step through, step forward, both feet to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, get it through the breath, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms, reach. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, step back, high plank. Move your right hand forward, big toes together, and roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Legs stay together, side plank, reach your left arm up. And legs stay together, reach your left arm all the way up and over, and then lift your left ribs a little higher. And we're exploring the lightness from the right shoulder down the elbow into the wrist. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Remember, you can modify this in many ways. Left foot on the ground or right knee to the ground. Reach your left arm up and bring your gaze and left hand down. Go slow, pivot square, and exhale into your downward facing dog. So many times we notice the difference in the yoga sequence from one leg to the other, and feel the difference from your right arm to your left arm. And ground down into your right heel. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And stay strong here as you exhale. Right thigh drawing back. Inhale. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through. And feel your lunge and draw the breath into your chest. Soften your back knee down. And that should feel spacious. Untuck your back toes and then reach your left arm up. And understanding this is all about exploring your body. Right? The example of the shape that I'm making through my body, and just gives you a visual cue if you need it. Right? Listening to the guidance verbally and should take you into your body, find your expression, feel the upper back, opening up the twist. And bring your gaze and left hand down to the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee. Slide your chin forward, inhale. Straighten your front leg. And soften the chin in slightly. Back heel high, belly in. Take an inhale. And exhale, draw your forehead down. Feel into your left leg, hamstring. Bend your front leg, set your hands flat. Nice and low to kick your left leg back and up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Step through, step forward, both feet to the top. We're getting lighter. Inhale, halfway lift. Like we could take off, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms reach, palms face. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, step back, high plank. Left hand forward, big toes together, outer edge of your left foot. And gaze remains down as you reach your right arm up. Keep the legs stacked as you turn your gaze sideways. And draw your tailbone in. And reach your top arm over, lift your right ribs a little bit. And feel that lateral movement and through your torso, right ribs high. And breathe into the expression of your body. And creating shapes is fun. And arm up as long as you're listening to your breath. Gaze and right hand down. High push-up, set plank, inhale. Bend the arms, elbows straight back, chaturanga, exhale. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, notice the breath moving the body, downward facing dog. And big toes together, spread your fingers. Wrap your elbows in, feel your shoulder blades spread. Inhale, lift your heels up. Bend your knees, exhale, walk or light hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart, bend your legs, sit like chair. Squeeze your inner thighs, keep lifting your heart, and then bounce your bum, strengthen your legs up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, nice bit of heat. 5, 4, hot room people, I bet you're sweating. 3, 2, 1, stand up, belly in, stretch tall. Cactus the arms, open the chest, then lift the chin, feel the feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze forward. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Plant, step back, chaturanga, elbows in, tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And so through practice and repetition, mindfulness and ease, and you're not putting any weight in your shoulder muscles are just stabilizing, right? The effort and to move around your arms, connect to your belly, connect to your upper back. One breath in through your nose, nice and slow. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, kick your right leg, lift it up. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Let it land. Stay with your lunge. And lunge twist, reach your right arm high. And feel the draw from your left leg as you kick through the heel. On your exhale, bring your gaze and right hand down. Set up onto your fingertips, straighten your front leg. Bend your front legs so you're not there as long. Feel your inner thighs scissor. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your head. Let this cradle and support you with the strength in your upper back. Tap your left knee down and then lift it back up. 2 more, tap your knee down and then lift it back up. 1 more, tap your left knee down, lift it up, sweep your arms by your sides, chest over your right knee. And bring your pelvis forward as you roll into your back toes. Right on, lift your chin, breathe in. Exhale, step to the top, hands to your heart, left heel grounds down. Take an inhale. We twist, right elbow outside your left thigh, and which is actually a counter twist. You know, the yoga poses, they're a series, right, of actions and then counter actions, right? We twisted right, and now we're twisting left, all to explore, find, and receive, if you're open to it, and the balance between the connection in your body and your mind. Come back to center. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And plant, step, or light hop, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feels good to move. Exhale, downward facing dog. And slow down your breath. As you lengthen your breath cycle, you ultimately deepen your practice. That's the prana. And the energy beyond strength is how I like to describe it. And the energy that builds a practice of endurance. And right foot down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Stay with your lunge, land and twist. Reach your left arm up. And so feel the twist lifted from your upper back. And rather than sagging in the hips, firm your feet so there's a nice connection to the ground. And then you can receive the activation of your muscles. Gaze and left hand down. And come on to your fingertips. And straighten your front leg. And feel the hamstring. Keep opening up the back body and the legs. And come back into your lunge. And knee stacks over your heel. Kick through your back heel. Inhale, rise. Reach the arms up. And cradle the head. Hands interlace the fingers on the back. Tap your right knee down. Lift your right knee up. If your quad is really tight, tap the knee down. You'll feel it. Lift it back up. You don't have to touch the ground. Tap the knee. Lift it back up. Arms by your sides and lunge. And so we're getting the weight to roll into the back toes. And left knee on top of the ankle. Nice draw through your chest. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Squat. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, counter action, twist. Left elbow outside your right thigh. And it's hard to say whether you like the action or the counter action better. I think a lot of times the counter action, it feels so good. But you got to keep your mind right. Hold that space for yourself and to stay with your breath, because it can get a little tricky and complicated, right? And distracted the more intense it becomes. And to center, inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through upward facing dog. And exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. And take a breath in your downward facing dog. And feel your body and your sides into your waist. Into a really strong foundation in your legs. And all the while, less weight into your shoulders. And stay with your legs on your exhale. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. And feet hip width apart. Slight bend to your knees. And slide your hands under your feet, toes into your wrists. So right hand under your right foot. Left hand under your left foot. And bow the chin in. So pop quiz, what are your shoulders doing right now in this forward fold? Extended, flexed, or neutral. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And just think arms closer by your side, shoulders are extended. And so we're extended past neutral. Little bend to your knees. Slide your hands out, please. Crawl your hands forward. Come out into a high plank. And high push-up. Bring your big toes together. Hey, work your plank. Feel your legs lengthening the lower half of your torso. Wonderful. Take a breath in through your nose. And exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach your arms up. Exhale, warrior two, pivot your back heel down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Find the expression as you ground. Exhale, windmill your hands, plant, pivot on your back toes, and kick your right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Hey, for rock star, open your right hip, curl the heel into your bum. Hey, we swivel to the outer edge of your left foot. Leg is straight. Right foot lands behind. Look at your left hand. And then as you press your hips out and reach your right arm up and over. And so we just took that expression in from your side plank a little bit further, but your left leg and through your left side body to your left arm, doing the same thing. And dip the hips, bring your gaze and right hand around, and step your right foot back into your downward facing dog. And breathe in through your nose, and feel your fingers, breathe out through your nose. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, back heel down, warrior two. Express, feel the ground. Reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands, plant, pivot, feel the ground, kick your left leg back and up, three-legged down dog. Open your left hip, curl your heel into your bum. Slowly turn to the outer edge of your right foot and step your left foot behind. Look at your right hand and then press your hips out and reach your left arm up and over. And feel the support from your right leg, hip lifting in. And bend your knees, look down, and then pivot back around. So we take the shoulder far behind the wrist and step back into the downward facing dog. And breath into the heart and strengthen the belly. Big toes together, lift your heels, bend your knees, exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, feel the flow, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back into your down dog. 3 breaths in your dog. If you're feeling this practice in your low back at all, put a little bend to your knees, please. And scoop the belly and then straighten the legs back through the heels. Hey, without the kick, inhale, look at your hands. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down, ground. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. And then you're expressing your lunge. And gaze over your right shoulder. You got it, right arm down inside your right shin. And take your left arm up as you draw your tailbone in. So not getting too crazy. You feel the line from your back heel to your spine. Connect to your breath as you draw your belly, gaze and left hand down. Pivot your back heel high, slide your right arm out. You've been here, lunge twist. Okay, with your left hand staying where it is, look down, slide your right foot back, put your hips on top of it and float your back leg up. And then draw your chest forward, feel any tension in your outer right hip, we can breathe into it. Nice, line to your spine, bring your gaze and right hand down. Come on to your fingertips, feel your right thigh supporting you. The ball of the foot like toppling tree, bring your palms together in front of your heart, up dog your heart. Yes, you are putting it on your right thigh. Inhale, come through, lift your left knee up in front of you. Exhale, step your left foot down. Lift your right knee in front. Figure 4, right ankle to your left thigh. Bend your standing leg, reach your arms up like you're in chair pose. Feel the back of your right ankle pressing into the front of your left thigh. And stretch to release that tension from your outer right hip. It's pretty darn normal if you were gripping it in revolved half moon. And feel its beauty and release right here. You got it. Inhale, rise, lift your right knee in front. Keep the arms up, step your right foot down. Now that leg is set in a different way. Lift your left knee and let's fly. Toppling tree, kick your left leg back, arms by your sides. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If you can get another inch, lift your back heel, draw with your belly. Nice. Bring your left foot to your right foot. Reach your arms up. Stand tall, open the chest, lift the chin, breathe in. Exhale, bow, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, and simply hands forward, step your feet back. High plank, draw with your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, bend your arms, lower halfway down. If you need the knees, they're right there. Put your knees down. If you can keep the knees up, elbows tight to your sides, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Low belly in, legs strong. Nice sweat, shoulders away from your ears. And breathe into your body. On your exhale, come down onto your knees and separate your knees so they're mat width apart. Take a breath in, and we're going to thread the needle. Tailbone stays up, right arm under your left armpit, and come down onto your right shoulder. Lay the side of your head into the mat. And feel what you got through your upper back. And the rotation and through any resistance and that you carry in this part of your body, and can be a wonderful teacher. And breathe into it. Use your left hand, slide your right arm out, and come back to all fours, tabletop. And reset. Draw your belly in, tuck your 10 toes. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Once again, notice the difference between your right arm versus your left arm. And without the kick, take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. And feel the distance and how you've elongated. If you want more, walk your right foot back a little bit. Turn your thumbs up and left arm down inside your shin. Right arm comes up. But it's not just lifting the arm and shrugging the shoulder. Use the upper back and to draw the top of the shoulder down. Then reach through your fingertips. And connected to your back heel, take an inhale. Exhale, bring your gaze and right hand down. Pivot your back heel high, and then reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. You've been here, lunge twist. Right leg connected to your belly, to your upper back. Gaze comes down. Slide your left foot back. Put your weight over your left heel, lift your right leg up, and then up dog your heart, revolved half moon. You'll know when I'm feeling it because I stop talking and I start breathing. Definitely bring your gaze and left hand down to the ground. You bring the weight into your left heel. Work your left thigh. So if you got to touch it with your left hand, left thigh is engaged. Palms to your heart, center up dog your heart. Not an easy transition, toppling tree. If you put it in your low back, you put a little bend to your left knee. Get your leg to do more rather than gripping with your outer hips. And slowly rise, bring your feet together and your hands to your heart center. Whew. Right foot down. Breathe. Inhale, left knee up. Left ankle to your right thigh, figure 4. Reach your arms up, bend your standing leg, figure 4 chair. And so through the breath is where we explore depth, not by forcing it, right, upon the story of our eyes or comparing ourselves into another person practicing in the room. And through the breath is where we can explore that depth. right? Where you'll experience the freedom of the expression, the lightness, and the connection to the prana. Stand up, lift your left knee. Left foot down, hands to your heart. Now that left leg is set. Lift your right knee up and kick your right leg back. And let's explore modified warrior 3, toppling tree. Work the lines. Feel the inhale from the back heel to the crown of your head. Arms straight and strong. And bring your right foot to your left. Lift your chest. Reach your arms up. Shoulders down. Belly and lift your gaze. Take an inhale. Exhale, dive, fold. Bring your hands down to the mat. Really good. Inhale to lift halfway. And plant the palms. Step back into your high plank. And big toes together. And you got it. Ride your breath like a wave. Exhale, come forward. Lower halfway down. Hover and hold. You got the knees to the mat if you need them. Keep the elbows tight. Strong upper back. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. So you're less inclined and to put the grip into the shoulders if you keep your elbows nice and tight to your sides. And come down onto your knees, please. Separate your knees, mat width apart. Breath in, thread the needle, left arm under your right armpit and come down onto your left shoulder and relieve your upper back. It does a good job for you many, many times in many, many poses. And it's nice to work the breath through as you rotate from the mid to the upper spine. If you hold a lot of tension in that part of your body, remember to use your right hand, support your head and neck. But this could be a really nice position at the beginning of the day. And use your right hand, slide your left arm back out. And come on to all fours, bring your knees together. And then walk back, sit onto your heels. If you'd like a little sip of water, you are welcome to it. And once you're good on water, kick your right leg out in front of you. If you need a pillow or a yoga block underneath your right sitting bone, it's higher than your higher than your hamstring. And go up underneath your sitting bone. Use your arms by your sides. Inhale, lift your chest proud. And exhale, walk your hands forward. So I've been reminding us we get more out of the hamstring by keeping the chest up. And so I don't see it bad to keep the chest up. Belly draws in. Okay? Rather than rounding the spine down and possibly adding weight into your low back, into your SI joint. Okay? If your foot is right there for your hands, you can hold on. And shoulders away from your ears. Feel the breath, feel the body. And chin down, hands back to the ground. Push off your left shin, come forward into a lunge. Set your hands, tuck your back toes. Lift your left knee, kick your right leg back and up, three-legged dog. And step your right foot all the way through, pivot your back heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Okay, we've set up the triangle, straight front leg. Hips back, reach forward. And right hand down. Shin to ankle to ground. Left arm goes up. Today, turn your back toes in. So every time I inch my back toes in or kick the heel out, my front hip draws in behind the knee. And then I've got more access to bring the left arm up and over in the body past the top of the mat. Keep this left arm nice and strong. Reach it back up. Press through your back heel as you reach up and rise. Legs are straight, arms in a T. Turn your right toes in. Focus on the feeling in that left arm. We're going to inhale and then exhale, fold halfway down. And bring your right hand to the ground below your face. Arm is straight, twist. And draw through your upper back. Pull your inner thighs back. Lead the breath into your heart. If it's tight in the neck, keep your gaze down. All good. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Gaze and left hand down to the ground. Put all the weight into your left hand. Kick your left foot to the top of your mat and sit onto your bum. Hands behind your knees. Float your feet. Boat pose. Elbows in. When it's smooth, it's good. Don't mess with it. When it's in the flow, your arms inside your knees. You're doing crow on your bum. Balance on your sacrum. And draw the outer knees or the inner knees into the outer arms and press out into the heels of the hands. Make sure you're breathing. Knees back together, hands tucked behind. Rock and roll up and down your spine. 3. Cross your ankles. 2. And we're going to roll through. Plant to step, float, or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press. And exhale, go back, downward facing dog. And play with it. Breathe in through your nose. And long arms, wide open back. And strong belly. Notice every time, over 500 practices that we've done, full body experience. We are touching every single part of our body from the inside out. That feels pretty good. Come down onto your knees. Sit back onto your heels. Walk your hands back. You lean to your right. Kick your left leg out in front. If you want your block. And sometimes people will use their water bottle, pillow, whatever you got at home. Set. Flex your left ankle. Draw your heart up. And crawl your hands forward. And keep lifting the chest. So we'll get more out of the hamstring with the chest up. I know it doesn't look as dramatic as like folding down and all of that. Keep the chest up. Because the percentage of people that actually have that space and mobility through their outer hips and their low back is much fewer. So you may see somebody doing that and go, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Right? That's part, right, of our yogic pandemic of comparing our bodies to somebody next to us. You have no idea. Right? So explore through the breath. Build a relationship with your body. If your left foot is there, and grab onto your left foot. And through the breath, we're learning to read the signs. And the deepest practice is listening to your body and practicing to your edge. And stay with your core, hands to the mat, and push off of your right shin. And plant your left foot, tuck your back toes, lift the knee. Pivot your back heel down. Should feel good. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. And firm feet, straighten your front leg. And we've set up the triangle, hips back, slide, reach forward. So I'm still lifting the heart as we're sliding. And then left hand down, shin, ankle, outside the leg to the mat. Right arm goes up. Every time I inch those back toes in, turns the front hip in behind the knee. Flat through your front foot, and then right arm can come all the way up and over. Foot as flat as can be through your abdominal wall, and squeezing out a little bit more space in through your hamstring. Focus on this right arm, staying long and strong. You're breaking some tension down from your shoulders and your neck. Reach your right arm back up. Keep reaching up. Press through your back heel. Look, reach up. And then come back, arms in a T. Pivot your left toes in. And keep feeling your right arm. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge, come halfway down. And then we go left hand to ground. Right arm to the sky. Inner thighs back. And we're in the T-twist. If you're feeling it in the neck and the shoulders, keep the gaze down. Look at the back of your left hand. On your exhale, bring your right hand down and put the weight into your right hand. Use your belly. Kick your right foot to the top of your mat and come down onto your bum. Soft landing. Hands behind your knees, lift your feet. Elbows to your sides, roll your shoulders back and down. Let's do it. Knees out, arms inside. Crow pose on your bum. If the heels want to fall, lift the heels up. Draw the back of the heart, lifting to the sky, and pull the inner knees to the outer arms. Now you're feeling the muscles connect to your breath. Bring your knees back together, hands behind. Rock and roll up and down 3 times. 1. Cross the ankles. 2. Roll through. Plant, step, float back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come back, downward facing dog. Feel it every time. Deeper breath, lifting and lengthening through your torso, which is inverted, and your tailbone is the highest part of your body right now. And roll any tension out of your spine. You've done plenty of twisting to feel a longer line. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. Wrap your elbows in. Neck long, bend your arms, lower down onto your chest. Yes, slide back if you need to. So you want to be able to have your lips on your towel on your mat. And it's an oldie but a goodie. Bring your arms down by your sides. Hey, rock your arms. Turn your palms flat into the mat. And then rock your arms underneath your ribs. And chin to ground. Got the mic. So chin to ground or lips to ground. And then you start to straighten your legs, point your toes, and lift your feet off the ground. And press into your hands, into your chest, into your chin, into your lips. Float your legs a little higher for 3, 2, and 1. Softly bring them down. Rock the arms out. And flip the palms up. Turn your right cheek onto the mat. Release the chest. Feel the heartbeat. Slow down your exhale. Really nice. Flip, turn to your left cheek. I know flip sounded like go on to your back. No, just turn into your left cheek and let it settle. Chest heavy. Feel your heartbeat. I've always loved the feeling in lying prone position, which just means on your chest, and feeling your heartbeat into the mat. And especially when you're in the hot room and it's pounding into the mat. It's in your ears, it's in your belly, it's everywhere. And turn your chin back to the ground. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Knees ground. Pull your belly in. Press up. Keep those elbows tight. And then crawl your knees forward. Today, bring your knees together. Separate your feet apart. Take your hands. See how I roll the calf muscle out? And do that on both sides, and then sit down, and so that your pelvis is resting in between your heels. As you set the pelvis down, we're neutral. Hands onto your thighs. You may be feeling it in your outer hip flexors, and plenty to stay right here. Pay attention to the knees, all the feelings in your legs. If you'd like to go back a little further, hands behind. Tailbone forward. And so we're maintaining the relationship of the neutral pelvis into the lower spine, your lumbar spine. You feeling to your thighs, you can go down onto your forearms. Or a few of you could go all the way down onto your shoulders. Right, notice how I'm starting to lose the neutral relationship of the pelvis to the spine. It's okay within a small range, but if you really start to lose it, you want to just come back up. And today I'm exploring an edge, and with breath, take 3 inhales and 3 exhales here. Use your belly, come back up. into your hands, and notice if your knees went all spread out, right? That's the tightness in your hips that spread your knees out. So we'll keep working on it. And a lot of times the body doesn't like to sit with the knees turned in. Use your hands and slowly come forward. Feel this flush through your knees all the way back to your feet. Step back into a high plank. Ooh. Deep breath. Exhale both legs back into your high plank. And draw your hips up. And if the shoulders are tight, they're going to want to turn in towards your neck. Turn your middle fingers out a little bit. Wrap your elbows in. And feel your upper back body. Take an inhale. And stay for your exhale. And your next breath, inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your right wrist. Single pigeon today. And slide your left knee back so you've got the space between the knees. And hips square side to side. And then draw the breath into your chest. Breathe in. And exhale, come forward and down onto your elbows. And forearms are a great framework to let your head hang. It will not touch the ground. And if you'd rather ground a little bit more, stack your palms and let your forehead rest onto the back of your top hand. Through the connection of your body and your mind, we explore balance and self-realization. Notice we didn't say self-justification. That would be a mental process. And self-realization and stemming from the connection between the body and the mind. And finish your exhale, please. Make your way back up to your hands. Set your palms, tuck your back toes, and look down as you press back into your down dog. Right leg goes straight. Right heel heavy. Inhale, float your left leg up. Exhale, left knee to your left wrist, single pigeon. And slide your right knee back. And draw your chest through, shoulders away from your ears. And with your exhale, come forward and down onto your forearms. And you can set the framework, let your head drop. It doesn't touch the ground. If you want a little bit more ground, spread the elbows, stack your palms, and let your forehead rest on the back of your top. And finish your exhale, please. And hover the head, come back up to the palms. And tuck your right toes, lower your chin, belly in. And then press yourself back, support in your downward facing dog. Shoulders away from your ears. You can turn your chin a little bit side to side. And feel the neck nice and free. Come down onto your knees, please, if you'd like a sip of water. And you're welcome to have a sip of water. And when you're ready, turn around, please. Lie down onto your backs. Cheers. And then lie down onto your back, legs bent, feet flat. And final release, little twist, left ankle to your right thigh, figure 4. And rather than the knees to the right, and bring your knees down to the left. And feel it, it'll run the line into your outer right hip flexor. And shoulders ground, take a deep breath into your right side body. And full exhale, all the air comes out. And roll back square onto your hips. And left foot down, bring your right ankle to your left thigh. Figure 4. Rather than knees to the left, and bring your knees down to the right. And run the line down your left side into your outer left hip flexor. And finish your exhale. Go ahead and come back to center. Uncross your right leg, both feet down. And bring your knees in. Please give yourself a nice big squeeze. And feel the body. And connected to a peaceful and content mind. And let your legs go out long. And bring your arms down by your sides with your palms facing up. We'll come into our final resting pose today. And make any adjustments. Tuck the shoulders under once. Reset the head. And shake out the legs. Wiggle the toes. And get rid of any extra energy that you feel like you're still holding. The idea, remember, is to feel everything. All the beautiful energy of all the beautiful people in all the beautiful world. But you don't have to store it. You can feel it, you can process it, you could put it in with your breath into your practice. Let it become part of the prana and part of the life, part of the spirit, in the light, whatever you want to call it, as we continue and to wake up and to realize within self and through a practice we all love. And take a deep breath to release your breath. Exhale, sigh, and let all the air come out. And be still, let yourself be right here. No filters. No need to compare. Zero judgment. Safe space and to reflect compassion, love, kindness. You're certainly welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Enjoy it. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for your practice. And if you have any questions about your practice, please reach out. Send me an email or a message on Instagram. And palms together, thumbs to your forehead. And seal your practice here on the mat today. And have a beautiful rest of the day, everybody. We'll see you, I believe, at noon tomorrow if you're practicing live. And don't forget, you can sign up for our online membership and to receive access to all the videos on demand and the entire library, and from the entire quarantine, over 500 classes. Beautiful day, everybody. Thank you. Namaste.